John Beltran, Joe Ginther, and Grayson Simmons back from Beet Digger Stadium. 2nd and 6 for the Beet Diggers as we begin the second quarter at their own 45-yard line, leading Weld Central 14-7. There's the give along the right side to Tanner Morrow, and he is stuffed after a gain of maybe 2. If he even got to the 47, there were several Rebels holding him up. And I think they're going to push him back maybe to the 46, and that's only a gain of 1. 3rd down and 5. Dallin Wistons was the first Rebel in on the play.
I know it's early in the ball game, John, but this is a big 3rd down here. I'd like to see the Beet Diggers convert on 3rd downs more often this season. And, you win on 3rd down, you're going to win football games.
Well, they've run laterally extremely well in this game, as evidenced by Eric Garcia's pitch to Tanner Morrow for a 26-yard touchdown. So let's see if they just go with a straight run as Connor Weiser is the running back, or they decide to spread the field out. And back to throw is Garcia, setting up a screen, tosses it to Weiser. He's got it to 45, straight ahead to the 50. A first down inside the 50 to the 48. That play went for 53 yards and a touchdown last week, and this week it gains 8 yards, but it keeps the sticks moving.
Great play call by the Beet Digger offense. You've been running the football. Linebackers are creeping up. You drop back to pass, let all the D linemen converge on you. You just dump it right over the top to him, to your best running fullback, and he'll pick up the first down for you every time.
1st and 10 as Weiser will take a breather, as will Shea Hansen and Bruce Melendez. And now Tony Guzman racing off the field. 1st and 10 at the Weld Central 47 with 10:49 to go in the second quarter. The Beet Diggers leading the Rebels 14-7. Backs are split. Garcia hands it off on the left side to Tyson Larrick, and he drives inside the 45 to around the 44. So he picks up 3 yards in the play before Garrett Page, who's been on many plays, makes the tackle for Weld Central.
Larrick, a kid who doesn't get many carries, but he's going to work hard for you. I had a chance to coach him on JV. He's one of the hardest running young kids you see out there. Not very many carries, but a good kid, good guy to put in there when Weiser needs a breather.
By the way, a big difference from this week as opposed to last week, a much more milder temperature, as you can imagine. 2nd down and 7 for the Beet Diggers at the Weld Central 44. The give to Morrow, running hard across the left side, and he's hit at the 40-yard line, picking up 4 yards. It was like he ran into a wall because he got the 4 yards quickly. But then right there to meet him was Edgar Castro, along with Dallin Wistons. It'll be 3rd down and only 3 to go for the Beet Diggers.
But that's what you like to see. You like to see Tanner Morrow take the football, cover it up with both hands, keep those legs moving, get as many yards as he can, and set up a 3rd and short.
The Beet Diggers only have 1 first down on this drive, but they've eaten up already 3 minutes. This is emblematic of Beet Digger football. Take time off the clock, 3-4 yards in a cloud of dust. 3rd down and 3 from the 40-yard line of Weld Central, and we've got a flag that has been thrown. And Weld Central is clapping, which means that the Beet Diggers might have lined up off sides because I didn't see any movement. Well, and apparently there was movement. So it'll be 3rd down and 8 for Brush. That's the 3rd 5-yard penalty for the Beet Diggers, and something that they corrected last week was not committing penalties. But so far in this game, they've got 4 penalties for 28 yards, including that personal foul, which essentially kind of cost them a touchdown, and Weld Central was moving the ball.
But John, these aren't in-play penalties. These are penalties that are just costly mind penalties, pre-snap penalties that we just don't need.
3rd down and 8, and on the bootleg right, Garcia looking for a block, swings it to the outside, inside the 45 to the 40. He's got the sideline, a first down as he runs out of bounds at around the 35, and Eric Garcia picks up the first down for the Beet Diggers. Boy, they're going to mark him just past the stick, it looks like. I thought he got well past the stick, but he goes from the 45 to the 38-yard line, 37, a gain of 8.
Great job there by the Beet Digger right guard, pulling out there, making some room, sealing off that outside for the bootleg of Eric Garcia. He shows why he's in the ball game. He's got speed to the outside, and if it doesn't even look like he got a first down.
It's 4th and a foot. I can't believe it looked like from here, Dave, that Joe, and I've had these discussions with Dave often, it looked like, Joe, that he got well beyond that stick, but then again, it's along the far sideline over there, and
well, he ran past the stick there in front of it,
right?
Which means he's probably it's hard to say. The sticks are outside the field of play, maybe 2 or 3 yards, but it sure looked like to me he was 4 or 5 yards past the sticks before I heard any kind of whistle or any kind of movement out there that showed that the play was over.
9:08 to go in the second quarter. Brush leads Weld Central 14-7. The Bead Diggers have used a timeout, and that was puzzling because Garcia was even tackled. I mean, he knew where the stick was. He was looking right at it, but he's not complaining, and it looks like, we don't have a great angle because we're all the way on the other side of the field. Nonetheless, I mean, you're looking at a 4th and less than 1. The Bead Diggers should pick this up unless they make a critical mistake and fumble the ball.
But I think that was the reason for the timeout. I think Randy thought it was a first down, and they lined up, and it was 4th and 1, and he said, what the heck's going on here?
The ball's just shy of the Weld Central 37, 4th down and less than a yard to go. In the backfield are Larrick and Tanner Morrow. Weiser on the sideline for this play. Quarterback sneak might get them a first down if they go with that. On 4th and less than a yard, Garcia hands off to Larrick. He's got a first down. He dives to the 35 before he's upended by Edgar Castro. But that's a gain of 2 and 2 very, very important yards as this drive continues as we approach the 9-minute mark of the second.
Good play there by the Brush Beat Diggers. That's their short yardage play. It's a 40 series play. 47 out there for those Beat Digger alum football players that know what's going on. 47 is a good play to the fullback, short yardage, and it'll get them the first down on 4th and short.
Weiser's back in there. The lone receiver to the left is C.J. Kukas. 1st and 10 from the Weld Central 35-yard line with a back split. Garcia's going to hand it off to Weiser. Slams into a Rebel. Keeps driving his legs inside the 35 to around the 33-yard line, then driven back. He's going to pick up 2 yards in the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8 to go. Boy, Weiser got punished on that play, but he did gain the 2 yards. And the big man, Alan Goodka, at 6 foot 290, was basically one of the players on top of Weiser.
Big guy on the nose tackle there. We're going to have to find a way to move him out of the way. But one thing Weiser can do to make him more successful is just lowering his pad level a little bit, and you can run with a little more power.
2nd down and 8 for the Bead Diggers at the Rebels 33. 8:05 to go in the second. Brush leads by 7. Backs are split. Garcia on the option right is going to get sacked. He's going to get hit at the 40-yard line. He had nowhere to go, didn't have anybody to pitch it to. Jake Anderson makes the play, and that's going to be a loss of around 8 yards back to the 41. Now the Bead Diggers on a 3rd and 16 are definitely in a passing situation.
Yeah, but that's a loss of 8 yards, but I think Eric Garcia made the right decision there, and that's what you like to see out of your good young quarterback. You want to see him make those right decisions. Don't pitch it into a defender who's already got the pitch man and just go down, take your loss, and live to play another down.
Well, they gave him some forward momentum, so it turns out to be a loss of 6 back to the 39, but nonetheless it's 3rd down and 14, and this will be the 10th play of the drive, and incredibly enough, I mean, the Bead Diggers have only moved the ball 20 yards forward on the 10th play. On 3rd down, Garcia back to throw, slant, the pass is incomplete. Behind C.J. Kukas at around the 33-yard line, defended over there by J.J. Cirrus, who's back into the game. Now the question is, do the Bead Diggers punt the ball, or do they go for it here on a 3rd and, check that, 4th and 14 from the Weld Central 39?
I think they punt, John. I think they pin him back deep. They change over the field position game. The Beat Diggers will be an advantage there. It's 4th and 14. We've proven that we're not a passing football team. If we punt, I think that's the decision to go with.
7:10 to go in the second. C.J. Kukas is in there. He is a punter, but he's going to line up as a receiver. Looks like the Bead Diggers will go for it on 4th down and 14 for the Weld Central 39. Kukas, the receiver, to the left. Garcia back to throw off the play action. Looking, taking off of the football. He's down at the line of scrimmage. He got back to the line of scrimmage, and Weld Central takes over an excellent field position. The tackle was made by Goodka again, the 6 foot, 290-pound senior. Officially a 1-yard gain for Garcia, but now the Rebels are set up 62 yards away from the end zone and trying to tie this game.
You got to take those chances to win a football game. Like I said, I would have liked to see him punt there, but going forward early in the football game sometimes can't hurt you. Sometimes it can come back to bite you. Well,
let's see. The Bead Diggers can make some big defensive plays. They didn't look good the last time Weld Central had the football. 1st and 10. The Rebels have the ball at their own 38-yard line. Cirrus, the quarterback. They hand it off to Castro. Stutter steps across the 40-yard line, drives to the 43. He'll pick up 5 on the play. Derek Lynch had him around the ankles. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Northeastern Colorado's hometown savings and loan with locations in Brush and Fort Morgan is Equitable Savings and Loan. John Beltran, Joe Ginther, and Grayson Simmons live from Bead Digger Stadium. replay of this game to follow on 1010 as well as KSIR.com. Brush leading Weld Central 14-7. Second down and 5 for the Rebels at their own 43-yard line. And this will be Hoff handing off on the left side of Persicchiti, and he dives across the 45 to the 47, picks up 4 yards on the play. And Derek Lynch and Kyle Muir in on the play. But, the Rebels doing something similar to what Brush has been doing in the running game, picking up enough yards to set up favorable situations.
Took the words out of my mouth. I was just going to say they're taking a dose of their own medicine right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, 3rd and short here. Instead of the Beat Diggers catching, running, or filling holes and stuffing running backs, they're just catching them after a gain of 4 or 5.
3rd and 1 quarterback sneak. That's a first down. A quick snap by Brandon Hoff. He gains 3 yards on that sneak to the 50-yard line as Dylan French made the play. But this is exactly what Weld Central wants. If they can score and prevent the Beat Diggers from scoring, well, you got a 0-0 game going into the second half. So, the Beat Diggers have got to do one of 2 things here. Either stop them, even if they don't score before the end of the first half, or Weld Central scores and the Beat Diggers respond before we get to the halftime break. 1st and 10 from the 50. Backs in an eye. And this will be Hoff handing it up to the up back, and another solid gain of 4 yards. And that looked like Edgar Castro was the ball carrier. And Kyle Muir made the tackle. They'll give him 3 to the 47, but still, that's good enough for Weld Central to set up exactly what they want. With 5:10 to go in the second quarter, the Beat Diggers up by a touchdown. Connor Weiser scored from 2 yards away, and Tanner Morrow from 26 yards on 2nd and 7 from the Beat Digger 47. Hoff is going to hand it off to the deep back and hit in the backfield. Penetration by Weiser, and Persicchiti is then taken down by Tanner Morrow. No gain, but that play really was created by Weiser.
They faked the trap there, which has been killing the Brush Diggers tonight. Gave it to their deep back, and we had a chance to fill there. Weiser made a great play.
3rd down and 7 from the 47-yard line. Yeah, the Beat Diggers weren't too fooled by that misdirection. Boy, a huge play in this game after no gain there by Persicchiti. Receiver split to the left and right. They've completed 1 pass in this game, as have the Beat Diggers. On 3rd and 7, Hoff will hand it off, and that's a first down for Castro, swinging it back towards the middle, inside the 30 to around the 28. I think the Beat Diggers were expecting a pass. Instead, it's a gain of 19 and a Rebels first down.
Gain of 19 by Castro there, but what made that play was what I was talking about before, Weld Central position blocking. They're not driving off the ball. They're not driving guys 4 or 5 yards, but they're just getting enough to get in front of them, get a piece of them, and open that hole for Castro to run through.
And the ball's at the Beat Digger 28-yard line on 1st and 10. J.J. Cirrus now calls a timeout. We'll take it with him. 4:05 to go before the break. It's Brush 14, Weld Central 7 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.